Today we are here with Odie, a band based in London that make and cover indie and alternative rock. In here with us we have
Shazul, and I play drums.
I'm Rowan, I play guitar.
Tristan, I play bass.
Maria, and I sing.
Cool. So let's start from the beginning. How did you guys meet? When was Odie formed and how was it formed?
I mean, we went to, we go to college together, and we for our course we have to form a band, basically just to do coursework.
Yeah, but the thing is, it started off really differently. So the original members were just like 4 of us, but then when it got to like November or like December, Rowan joined us because he switched the band, and that's when Odie like properly became Odie, and that's all the members we have now.
It went from just for work and homework pretty much to we realised, okay, this is fun,
Yeah,
this
something
is
that
serious.
we would like even continue afterwards.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we started gigging.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we met in college, like the whole group, but specifically me and the drummer Shaza, we met in secondary school and we were in a band together beforehand. So we chose the same college so we could find a band, and we did.
Do you guys have any artists or bands that you would say have influenced you or inspired you?
Definitely. I feel like we, as members, we all have very different styles.
Yeah.
We all bring to the table and very different influences. A lot of my influences lie in like jazz and country.
Some things that inspire me, like specifically in singing, is an artist called like Robert Plant. He's from Led Zeppelin, and the reason I really do love and take inspiration from him is because his voice is very powerful, and growing up my voice was low but powerful, and I couldn't sing like the prettiest songs, but I could always sing the most powerful.
What bands would you say that you relate to or like similar to?
If Connor were here, he would say the Red Hot Chili Peppers. We've covered quite a few of their songs.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
I don't know, because when it's Odie, right, I can't think of just one band that we sound similar to. It's always a mix of things.
I think that's what I love about this band so
Yeah.
much, is because we're all so different musically, and we sort of blend, and I feel quite unique
like
when
our
we
songs,
play.
they sound like something the Chili Peppers would play, but at the same time,
Like
Arctic
your music is
Monkeys.
similar to them.
Yeah, it's just like a mix of everything,
Yeah,
really.
There's this one guy that gave me a bass lesson like a couple years ago. His name was Michael Olatuja, and he's like one of the best bassists I ever met. And he gave me his CD, and that really inspired me because he's also like from where I came from. Like he's from Nigeria, and it's nice to like see another bassist who has the same culture as me, and like his songs are really amazing.
I feel like we all appreciate music in a similar way. I mean, we all just love music so much, and we share recommendations. And
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys recommend artists or songs to each other?
He's introduced me to like so many new songs.
That's really good.
And, like since September, I've listened to a lot more like different types of
Yeah,
music.
because
Like,
I love hip hop, and I love.
Yeah.
I'm really into like American underground hip hop.
Are you guys like opposites then? And you just like recommend?
Yeah, I mean,
That's really
pretty
nice,
much.
yeah.
Just, like send each other songs, and the next day we're playing something that's influenced by
yeah,
it.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's a great way to find inspiration.
Yeah. So you guys are in college, right?
Yeah.
So how many gigs have you guys done so far?
Like 4 or 5 college gigs, I think.
Yeah.
Those are just like showcases at school.
Yeah.
And then the other week we did my mum's birthday.
That was our like
That was our first paid gig.
our first proper pay.
That's
So,
really
you know,
nice,
it's pretty
yeah.
small time, but you know.
It was small, but it was really fun because
Yeah,
it was like
yeah.
it was in a pub, so
Yeah.
they were like the energy was really good.
Yeah.
And people loved the
Yeah,
music,
yeah.
and we got to the chance to play covers
Totally.
and originals. So.
I feel like we're going one step at a time. We're gonna move up and gonna get more gigs and
Yeah.
start doing this properly.
Yeah. Surely like having a gig is very, nerve-wracking. So do you have like a way to relax before a gig? Do you listen to music or?
I don't know.
Honestly, we just sort of we stick together for like the
Yeah,
last hour before
definitely.
a show, and that just automatically
We're-
calms everyone down.
We're just a friend group at the end of the day.
Yeah.
We just sort of joke around, and it's not so serious.
Yeah, because the way we are on stage is literally the exact same that we are
Yeah.
off stage. We will talk to each other like we have conversations on stage all the time,
Yeah.
and it's just natural. So
Yeah.
the nerves just sort of drift away by
Totally.
themselves.
That's really
I
nice.
just get really excited.
Yeah.
When I get in the zone,
Yeah.
do a little bit.
So, like, from where I'm sitting at the back, I can just see everyone's like having a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
So it's just
Yeah.
like that calms
So
you
much
down
fun.
in itself.
It's like the aura is the same. Like
Yeah.
outside the band, it's like that's really nice. That's really nice.
I'd say we are very well rehearsed. Like our rehearsals are like gigs, and we just like I think we find comfort in each other, that we're all in it together.
Yeah.
And
Especially if you guys are quite close. You guys, have more, are more relaxed while you're performing.
yeah.
This one's a bit of a heavy one,
Yeah.
right? So how do you think the new generation will change the music industry?
I mean, stylistically, I think the music that is made by young people is what everyone should be listening to. Because there's all sorts of elitism about, a certain era or certain styles being, real music, and I feel like it's very easy to shut down newer music because it's unfamiliar. But I think it needs to be held with in good regard.
I feel like music is almost genreless because there's so many niches, so many genres that you can't really say two styles of music are opposite because someone's gonna make it into one. So I feel like music will just become like one big massive thing where it's so like there's so many inspirations and it's so like interconnected and just it's gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, because the new generation does use, some artificial sources like autotune and stuff, and obviously the older generation is more authentic, and they go like, sometimes acoustic,
It doesn't
Yeah.
make it bad. It's just a new form of music.
Yeah, and I think that because a lot of young artists are more progressive, they're more likely to try things out that certain artists back then wouldn't have. So there's just room for opportunity to mix certain genres or try something new, where beforehand I don't think there was as much.
And because it is slightly easier to make music nowadays because of everyone has computers, everyone has the softwares, people who never thought they could can make something really beautiful.
New music from newer generations, it's always gonna come back to what music was before. So because music is always the same in a way, it's recycled if you think about it. So everything that's already gone 50s, 60s, 70s, it's all gonna come back eventually.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna sound similar, but
I think it's about the tools because now,
Yeah.
people talk about it's auto-tune, it's not real music or it's taking away from the skill. But for me, it's it's making music more accessible, and there's so many people that are creative but don't have a means to express that until now.
music will always just grow,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the generation will just learn to appreciate the music in that time as it goes on.
Yeah, that's very nice. Do you guys plan to release any more music or maybe an album
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so
in a few years' time?
We've been writing a fair amount recently.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of unreleased songs that we hope to either release as singles or collectively as maybe an EP.
going.
Yeah, we're hoping soon to release something because
Yeah.
we've been writing a lot, so we just want to get it out there now.
Yeah, we do. I mean, we've just been working on our originals and still just working together. I don't really see ourselves breaking up for any reason whatsoever. So I think soon, because we all have so much inspiration and want to make stuff at this age already. So I think that we'll quickly make up some stuff.
If you guys did release more music or albums, do you think you would possibly change genres or just be the same throughout the way?
For me, I find it very difficult to define the music we create. I think that's down to the listeners, to be honest.
Yeah, I think when we're in the studio, we don't think about we're going to create this type of song.
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just comes to you naturally.
Yeah.
Connor, you will come up with a riff, and it will just be in a genre automatically, and we'll stick to that genre.
Yeah.
But with us, we always add in different elements into it anyway. We would start off with an indie song, and then we added reggae into it, and it just sort of created a
No,
really
Bundle up and all.
Yeah.
totally.
I think it just comes naturally.
The
You don't-
combination of our
Yeah.
influences, and then we find it different.
I think we'll change genres because anyone from the band could come to us and be like, I wrote this song, and it could be of any genre because we all have different music tastes, and then we can all learn it, and it can just work that way, and we all make songs together, and we all have one idea, and it gets built and built and built, and so many different heads just together, and it makes it something new each time.
What genre do you want to change to, since you guys already do indie rock and alternative rock?
I mean, one that I've been wanting to work with is definitely more jazz
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
I really want to work with that, and like country.
Possibly.
Honestly, I'd like to work with any genre, like even rap.
Just go like
Anything.
everywhere.
Yeah, I
around.
like to just. I like all music, so I want to make all music.
Yeah.
Possibilities are endless.
Yeah. Yeah. This is kind of similar to the other question, but how do you think younger artists like yourselves make an impact into the music industry?
I mean, we bring the new stuff. I mean, we're sort of
Yeah.
blazing the trail.
Yes, if our music does ever become popular, famous, it's what the new generation is listening to,
Yeah.
and they're
Yeah.
gonna.
When I say that, I don't mean us necessarily.
Yeah,
That's
like-
very
Yeah.
egotistical. But I just mean like young people are making the
Like,
sound.
we're just an example of some of the music that could.
and
be-
which is funny because alternative rock is nothing new, and we're very based in older artists, definitely. But like, for me, if you look at the American hip hop, like underground hip hop, that's where it is. That's where like the new music is coming from. I think like that's everyone should keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I feel like it's like new, fresh voices.
Yeah.
Like everybody's unique, everybody's different. Like even two songs by the same artist, there was like nuances and differences between it, and like completely new, like artists and people who, because everybody like has certain styles of music.
Yeah. You've recently done your first paid gig. How did you guys feel after doing that? Did you feel like you accomplished something? Or?
It felt like the next step. Like it felt
Yeah.
I feel very hopeful for the future. Now that we've done that, we can do it more. It's just really exciting.
Yeah, because like the response we got from that show was really good,
Mhm.
especially with the crowd during the show. So
What did
it
they
just-
say? What was your responses?
It was like, so during the set there was a lot of like just noise from them.
Yeah,
like
that was fun.
genuine like cheering and stuff. So
Yeah.
it sort of like lifts your spirit a little bit, and you feel a lot more confident now.
Yeah, totally.
And it's just made us want to do even more shows, really.
Yeah, no, we were just like, what are we waiting for?
Yeah, we just like
let's
as
get
soon as
on
we
it.
finished that gig, like the next day
Just
we
get
were
back to
we were trying to find more places to
Yeah.
perform at.
Felt really good because a lot of people came up after the show and like were complimenting me, telling me I did a good job.
Mm.
That was really nice. To
Do you
hear.
think you grew like a fan base or got like more recognition?
Yeah, I'd say so. I say every gig we do, you know, you get more recognition,
Mm.
and because you never know who's in the crowd.
Yeah.
Everybody always knows somebody, and then somebody can put a good word for you, and then next thing you know, you're playing in like better gigs or like playing on a bigger stage.
Yeah. Yeah. Where do you guys hope to perform in soon?
I mean, festivals, that would be
Yeah,
sick.
Festivals would be really fun, and if we're thinking like proper realistically, like having little shows and like because London is like a good place, a good music venue, and
Yeah.
like Manchester as well, like small
Yeah.
shows and like little bars,
Yeah,
and
totally.
music venues
Totally.
would be really fun.
I
thing
love
to do.
I love the intimacy of like pubs,
Yeah.
and it's just so much fun. The atmosphere. is
Very
always there.
lively, yeah.
And you can
totally.
like really interact with your crowd and get
Yeah.
to know who
Mm.
your fans really are.
Yeah,
Mm.
totally.
I mean, honestly, I'd just like to do more and more little gigs because even those are hard to get, like especially paid ones. But like thinking big, probably like some festivals, some arenas. But yeah.
To end this interview, can you tell us about your new singles, Gracie and Lost in Thought? What's the inspiration behind it?
Well, I don't know, because the lyrics are one thing, and that's down to who wrote them. But I feel like the music, which is down to us, is I feel like it's just
I don't know, it comes all naturally.
Yeah,
like, you
it-
can't explain it. So like Rowan would come up with a
Mhm.
guitar part and
Mhm.
an acoustic guitar, and then you just play along with it. How you like you just have a feeling that you want to play
Yeah.
along to it.
I think so. So Gracie, for example, the song is about a lesbian relationship, and I don't know. It had this vibe. It was just so like ethereal and like peaceful.
Yeah.
Beautiful song, just about love. And I don't know. This guitar part came to me. It was very like country inspired.
What about Lost in Thought?
I think Lost in Thought, because that's our very first song that we
Yeah.
wrote. It just when the first time we played it, we just put our phone out in the middle of the room
Yeah.
and we just recorded whatever came to our
Yeah,
minds.
totally.
Yeah.
And then we listened back to it and we were like, maybe we
Yeah.
could do something with this.
Yeah,
so we
that's
took
hard.
we took it to a studio, and then we recorded it. Now we have a recording that we want to release soon, but I think the idea, it just, I don't know where it came from. It just comes to you. There's no like explanation of where it came from.
Yeah. Did one of you like make a riff and you were like, oh, let's add some drums, you know, bass?
Pretty much. I mean, the lead riff that I play, I don't know. It's
Oh, actually, no. Lost in Thought does have a story. So we went on our break and we were sitting in a restaurant, and I pulled out my phone and I had like some chords in the order, and I gave it to Rowan. I was like, I was sitting at home yesterday and I found these chords.
Yeah.
And
Were they
then I was like,
scrambled? Or is it just like
no,
you
it
just
was
found
just like I was sitting at home yesterday and I was putting chords in different orders to see how they would sound like. And then I showed Rowan the next day, and then Rowan just took my phone when we got back in and he just played it. And then Connor played it, and we added some drums, and it just, that's when it all came naturally to us.
Yeah, it's also so fun. Like me and Connor, guitar so different. Like we play so differently, but that means that we can take a progression and interpret it in a different way, and then they fit together and they make the sound.
Yeah.
Like that's what it is. It's just we all take what we have and we interpret it differently, and then when that comes together, that's like Odie.
Yeah, I agree a lot on that.
Since I was the lyricist for Gracie, I can say that it was about a lesbian relationship I was in that ended in heartbreak, and pretty much the song is just about my mindset going in and out of the codependence that I had on her, and like a form of acceptance when you realize that you can't really keep a person forever.
Yeah. Yeah. What about Lost in Thought? What was the inspiration behind that?
That was written by Evelyn. I don't really know what goes on.
Did you guys like come with it together, or is it just like a solo one person thing?
I wrote one bar for the song.
I mean, you participated, that's alright. Yeah.
I mean,
But,
what do you think the thing is about? 'Cause I have no idea.
What's the lyrics about?
I mean, based on the title, Liz like it's
Lost
a
in
little
thought.
bit of a little bit of a depressive kind of like in a bad kind of mental space. I feel like, and with the guitar as well, it's kind of like minor, kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's kind of hopeful in a way
Yeah.
because I don't know.
Do you guys know when these singles are gonna get released?
Not sure.
Lost in Thought is supposed to be released soon, and Gracie,
Still in the
don't
making,
know.
or is
Still
it
in the
just
making.
yeah. All right. Thank you guys.
you are welcome.
Thank you.
I just
Thank you.
waffled the entire time.
Maybe.
That's what she wants.